did not show my menu, but I cannot move. So that part worked. There were no errors. Now, maybe we do have to do this. enumerator. And put this back, and then put the yield return back in. Yield return. No, to wait 1 frame. Because it was there for a reason. With the gameplay, it wouldn't show the gameplay menu. I think because it wasn't ready yet. You can make start coroutine. Okay. So there we go. It's not playing my sounds, so we'll have to look at that. But it is working, and I'm sure if I go back to my... Oh, it's actually not printing anything. So I wonder if my stuff's not working. Yeah, no, you can do that. You can just make it an enumerator, and then it treats it like a coroutine, so you can just do that. Yeah. I actually think it works for all the methods. So you can make like, I don't know if you would want to, but you can make like update and fixed update. You can make them all coroutines. Yeah, I don't know if I would do it in update, but I think you can also now do it as with the new awaitable. No, you can't. Okay. I thought you could. But wait, maybe, can you make it async? I think you can make it async. You can do async and then return. Wait, it doesn't like that. You can say await new awaitable. I forget how to use this thing. Wait for awaitable. Wait 4 seconds. I think. No. Gotta remember how to use it. I've used it. I've used it instead of async and await. In fact, when I port my scene loader over here, you'll see me use it. Awaitable. In fact, let me. How do I bring this over? I go to my scene management, bootstrapper. I think I use it in here. Await and then scene service load scene. This returns an awaitable. Here, this is how you do it. So you do await. That's how you do it. So you can do it this way too. And I think there's even a wait for next frame. Yeah. Next frame async you can use. So this is the same as doing it as the oh yeah, it's only available in 6. It's only available in 6. But it is better. It supposedly, if you want to get, nope. Commercial. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was waiting for you. I thought you had commercials. Okay, so yeah, so this is how you do it. Oop. With the new one, which is the same thing. So I can make it an async function, and then I can say await using awaitable for, in this case, next frame, which is like the equivalent of the, you know, return yield return null, right? So you can do it this way. So we're gonna do it this way because this is cool and it's new, right? But yeah, you are correct. It's only available in 2023 or Unity 6 rather. So I don't know why. Oh, that's right, because I had that there. All right. So, and the only reason why we need to put that await in there is because the USS or the UXML wasn't ready on the first frame. So we're going to skip a frame. So it's ready and then we can render it. Now the buttons aren't going off, and my guess is because I'm missing the registration. So let's find out what I need to actually hit. So this should work. Don't understand why this is not working. I might have to get, do I have to get the, no, I shouldn't have to get the content and then get the element. And this is a button. Like I remember I had a problem where like I created a template and it was like a visual element which had a button as a child. And I had to make sure that I said, okay, get the button object that is the child. I remember I had to like dig one step deeper, but I don't have that set up in this case. Let me go to the main menu overlay here and double check this. So on awake, I call set visual elements, set visual elements. So let's see. Debug.log. Okay. Game button. Let's see what's coming back here. Didn't they have a smooth launch? For D4? Seems kind of low blow. Oh. I guess I double clicked. Oops. It's the only thing I don't like about the new UI. Well, it's one of the things I don't like about the new UI builder is that you need so much real estate that it is its own window and you can't dock it anywhere and you can't minimize it because of the way the Unity window system works. I wish I could minimize it and open it treat it as a separate window, but the whole application is in the little Unity thing. So it's like, it's really annoying. So I closed it and then I accidentally clicked Unity. So let's go back here on this. So I will say this, the cool thing about it is that you can mix and match. Like for example, I have this this tool set overlay, this one that I just dragged in from the Cinti asset pack because I was not about to recreate this in UXML for the game jam. So this particular panel, the tool select overlay, is still a traditional canvas. I think it's got the canvas tools over here, but the oh, I just realized this is not set. Hold on. Inventory. Sorry, 1 second. I know it's behind my camera, but give me 1 second. Open. Okay. So this is a traditional canvas, and all these other ones are UXML. So you can, if you wanted to, you're working on a project, you want to say, hey, let me give this a try. You can make just one menu. There are data binder. Yes, there are data binding features in there. They're actually pretty complex. I haven't used them yet, but like if you go into here and you pick something, like this is my gameplay overlay. So there's like up here, there's this data binding thing. You can make it an object, like a scriptable object, or you can make it a data type. I don't understand this part, but you can actually make it a data type that's tied to a specific object, and you can select the type. This is really complicated. I need to watch videos on it. I don't understand it, but you can then set the data source and all sorts of things. And you can do this for every single element in the thing. You can even do it for like these things. You can go down here and like say, oh, this color, I think there's a way to do, maybe not this. Oh no, I remember what it is. It's on the buttons and stuff, or the text, I think. Hold on, let me switch to a different menu. Let me open not gameplay. Well, let's go to main menu, right? Main menu had text. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing again. They do have data binding. I personally haven't played around with it to tell you if it's good or not. But like, if I add like a text label here, like this part, I can say add binding. And I can do the same thing for that text. I can make a scriptable object and say, okay, on this scriptable object. So let's say, for example, I'll pull in one of mine. Where's one of my item ones? I think it's like item definition. Yeah, so here, I'll pull on this. And then I think you can say what field it's on. Yeah. So here, so like I clicked, I have my scriptable object. This is one that I created, right? And then I can say, oh, I want the display name of that. So then now if I change the display name anywhere else, it would update the button name. And then there's two-way binding. There's to source. So like this is updating something. It could be the target. Yeah. So this would be great. You know, maybe I'll play around with this when I do my inventory screen because I use those objects all the time. No, dude, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm like still reeling from Thanksgiving, so like I'm not even like doing all this stuff. You like it, Scott? Thanks. That's all AI generated. So I appreciate you saying you like my artwork. I am a terrible artist. I can't draw for crap, so I'm using assets and AI. So yeah, so we're trying to figure out why these buttons are not binding. Let me go back to this. Zoom in on the player here. All right. So, okay, so we picked up, what did we pick up? We got a button. We got a button. Okay. So we got a button. All right, so let's move further down the chain here. We're registering callbacks, so debug log, registering button callbacks. We're passing the button and the function. Oh. I hate when I do this. Can the class tell me what's wrong with this function? Does anyone want to raise their hand and tell me what I did wrong? I'll give you a hint. It's in this function. Yes, the button is not binding. So you can mouse over the button. The sounds aren't playing. If I click, it's not triggering the thing. Exactly, Scott. Ding, ding, ding. Dummy. Give that man a prize. Round of applause for Scott for paying attention. If the button handle is not equal, no, yeah. Okay, so everything else is good. I was typing too fast, I guess. All right. There we go. There's our menu. Yep, sounds are playing now. Clicking sounds are playing. So now we're good. Gotta ask Emily to give me a different sound for like moving off the button. Or ask her if this is okay, because I don't know. Alright. Scott saved the day. Good job. Okay, so now we can get rid of our debugging. Don't need this. Okay. Yes, work here's done. You can retire. All right, so now when we click play game, what we want to do is we want to obviously disable this menu. So that's easy. Gameplay overlay service. Hide the main menu. We want to overlay service show the gameplay menu. Or the gameplay overlay, I should say. We want to input service enable the player. Get rid of that. Yay. Okay. Now I want to convert the player over to something that I can spawn. So to do that, it's going to be a little tricky. We're going to have to create a couple more services. Primarily because of the camera. So actually what we need is a default camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a virtual camera right here. Okay. And so what I want to do is create a new game object. I'm going to call this default camera position. And we're going to use this handy thing, move to view, align with view. So now it is, this thing is facing exactly how I am. And the virtual camera here, where's the virtual camera? Here, setting machine camera. We're going to instead set its target to this. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move the player to a prefab. And I'm also going to create a new game object and call this player spawn point. And we're gonna put it up here where the player is, and we're just gonna like it. Let's just make this 0.9 and 0.8. Say 0.7 is probably better. 0.75. Okay. So then we're going to copy this. Copy the position. Paste the position. And let's mark this so we can see it. Then we're going to delete the player. Okay. So now in our game manager, we're going to use this. Should I go crazy and create like a spawning service and then do all this? For now, I'm just going to put this in here. So we're going to say private player game object, player prefab, okay. Assign our player prefab here. start gameplay, we're going to spawn the player. So we need the spawn point. I can make it, I could just put a reference here to it. I want to make it more complicated. I really do. I really want to make it more complicated. Because I have this whole idea where there's like a spawning service and there's a script on the spawn points and they can register with the service, and then I can say, hey service, get me a spawn point, and then I can spawn the player there and all this kind of stuff. You know what? I should do it, because eventually I want to do resource spawning in the outside world. So I want to have spawn points for the resources that I made, like the rocks and stuff, and sprinkle them around. So I should do this. Yes. And eventually I need to move things to pools too. So yeah. So let's get a new folder. Spawn system. Maybe for phase 2. Why put it off to phase 2 when you can do it now? Services. So let's create we'll call this a spawn point. Namespace, spawn system. Okay, and then private void awake. See, Copilot knows me, Scott. See, look what it put there. It knows I want to do this. It knows. That's how scary AI is getting. Spawn service. It knows. Why is this highlighted? Oh, because it's my... I was like, is there a spawn system somewhere that I don't even know about? I think I could do it as a hash map. List. Spawn point. Yeah, it is a little distracting. Sometimes it's aggressive. Spawn services. Tab names, reading minds, it's all. Equals new list. And this has to be static. Back to here. Actually. Public static void unregistered spawn point. And it should fill it in for me already, but I actually like to do it the reverse way because I'm difficult like that. Actually, I don't think we need to be fancy here. We can just say register and unregister because we know we're talking to the spawn service already. And then always good to unregister, so private void on destroy. Okay. Let's create a public